Hello, all, Zysos here. We're just bringing you another replay review. This time it's Powers Lake by Ambitious TV. This was the first one I did on the day, and so I'm not like fully warmed up, so I'm going to make some really bad decisions early on. But I'm messing around with the Fury's Edge and Lodestar still, and come here, and that was real bad because that is a bomb splitter. I actually probably could have survived by staying where I was, but you don't really want to use your Lodestar to block the middle of a bomb splitter area. You want to do something like this, which is much better, where I can get behind and then bomb split. Get behind the bombs and block them. Bomb splitters are a really awkward case when it comes to the Lodestar in general, because they're so versatile, so they can do so much, and the decision making often has to be very quick. There's always an answer, I found, it's just a matter of finding it. That was just really unfortunate. I kind of have to run forward because of the cannon back there. But at least with the sword I can check for these launch pads, and warmongers aren't too bad even with Fury's Edge because of... And I put that shield up because I thought I was getting hit by a enforcer or something, but it was a cannon back that hit the wall. Going down the second Phoenix pod. The first was used on that bolt shot. From what I remember, it doesn't last long. I'm worried that was a hollow cube. It's not. There's no trap. I don't know what a launch pad would do there, but I'm paranoid about them at this point. I've been hit by launch pads I didn't understand a little bit too often, and they've thrown me to my death. Just checking everything as we go forward. I don't want to waste my Phoenix pod too quickly. Now, I think it's relatively safe to go up here and then look backwards and shield to get that, but then I triggered a bomb trap right at the top that's pointed towards the thing, which is like that seems like an anti-melee trap. It's a very strange thing to put in, because like maybe it works more often than I think on people collecting their ammo. But yeah, just seems a little odd to me. And it worked on me, so can't really complain too much. Just blowing this stuff around the corner here, getting the warmonger. Now I'm pretty sure this guy here is short leech, because he's not running any closer to me. And I think that's really interesting, because it stops you from like hiding them too far back. Not sure if that's the right position for them, but it definitely can't go any further forward. Because it'd be too open and you'd be able to like cling to the upper wall section. So we're just being careful here for bomb traps, because like I see that, which makes me think there's a bomb splitter. It's clearly a second wave one, though it's got a full bomb splitter setup. Makes sense. I was just having trouble telling if that was a launch pad or not. The sword wasn't raising, but it was like the Fury's Edge sits kind of high by default, so I couldn't be 100% certain. Now I've come onto this room, I've seen a Plasma Sentinel and a cannon back. I use a grenade on the cannon back because it's just easier. And I start clearing out the room safely while I block this Plasma Sentinel, basically permanently. So I can basically ignore this Plasma Sentinel provided I've got my shield up there, and then I can just look around for what else I'm able to do, and that looks like that's safe. I am mistaken, there was a bolt shot. I thought it might have been coming from behind me, not to my right here. Because if it had been over there, it would have come through the cube. Which, there's no space there for that to be the case, so it's pretty obvious at this point that that was a mistake, but in the moment, it felt like a possibility, and it was the only possibility that would have killed me, so can't take that risk. Trigger the mine and the Death Blossom. I didn't realize I was also triggering Bolt Shot. Again, I just didn't trek up and behind me, and it almost got me killed. Though it did get those guards killed, which is nice. And that was just to avoid a possible issue, because it was an awkward angle with the lunge on the Fury's Edge. I think there's another bomb spotter coming up. No, maybe not just yet. At least not the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, this is just a simple, like, back up and jump up. There is one that I am thinking of that I think is coming up still, that I quite liked. This map, overall, is very good. It's one of those, like, just heavy bomb splitter things, but the bomb splitters are really well done. Like, this is the type of thing that I would expect if it was entered in a contest to win the Ingenious category, because people always vote Ingenious for bomb splitter setups. I think the Goopy Gulch... Not Goopy Gulch, the... what are they called? The Bursters. Are actually pretty good, and some of these launch pads into the pistons are really interesting as well. This is the one I was thinking of. So around this corner you can see that there's just a lot of angles and whatnot. And I've just seen a thing behind me, so I know there's a bomb coming up. I'm just trying to find it. And I mess up the shield here, but I just go up above it. And because of the shield was pushing most of the bombs back, there was a chance that one would roll underneath it. And then I would die. Most likely die. But that situation didn't actually occur. So, like... I was in a panic situation, I messed up, and I still survived because of quick thinking, which... Whew, so glad that paid off, because if I'd gone back I would have died, because it was a bomb splitter that was pushing them back through the wall behind, so you actually had to back up quite far. Going forward, without the lodestar would have been the answer, but with the lodestar and just how I set it up, I think that I made the right call because I survived, and that was fun considering how many times I messed up the lodestar bomb splitter thing. Really hard to make the right call so quickly. And a lot of these, I think, if I just blocked off the bomb splitter beforehand and then triggered and then backed up, I probably would have been fine. But I just wasn't thinking straight. So I'm just checking everything. I've got no Phoenix pods, so I can't afford to be risky here. And I don't really want to go through this whole level again. Like, it's fun, but, like, I've just done it successfully, so any death that I have going forward will feel like me making a massive mistake that I know I can avoid. Hear the piston, so I'm just like trying to see if I can spot it by moving backwards. There's a jump pad on one of those walls as well. I think no, I do check up. Finally remember to check up. get rid of that bolt shot, jump back onto there to be safe, and everything's locked off. I actually really like this here. So there's a launch pad on the ground, not on the wall, despite the fact the wall is probably more obvious based on what's going on here. And because of that, and like obviously there were corrosion cubes in both directions, you could have died to either one. And that was not a good decision. I knew there was a splitter behind me, and I should have done what I did on the first one, where I waited for the bombs to go past, throw the shield out, and hide behind towards the actual trap itself. But that's what I was talking about with the being able to stand closer to the shield. I might have been able to survive on that first one. That's what I did there, and it did work in that case. But it's another panic situation. Like, I wasn't paying close enough attention, realizing I was getting back to that second wave bomb trap, the one that seems fairly obvious, and because of that, I had to panic do lodestar blocking of a bomb splitter, and I was successful again, which is great. Now we're almost out. We're back to that first setup. Just want to reiterate, this is a very good map. There's a lot of shenanigans going on. I'm just obviously taking it slow because I'm on a slow loadout. And that is, I believe, the end. We're just getting out. So yeah, I think it's a very good map for like bomb splitter setup, and it's some nice practice for me with the lodestar. But anyway, that's it for me for today. I will see you next time.